everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how you can connect your Laravel application to a Postgres database. So let's get started. So first we need to create a Laravel application. So I can just run Laravel new and you can give it some app name. So I'll just give it as my app. So for starter kit I'll just select none. I'll just use the default bleed template which is available, but you can use any starter kit whatever you feel like. So let it initialize. In the meantime I'll just open the project inside VS Code as well. And by default Laravel comes with SQLite setup, but I don't want SQLite, I want Postgres database, and for that I am using NeonDB. You don't have to use NeonDB, it's just that I'm more comfortable with NeonDB because I don't want to, like, it's very easy to get started. Again, this is not a paid sponsorship of NeonDB. Like, it does not require any credit card or debit card registration, and I can easily create and delete projects as I feel like. That's why I'm using NeonDB for my Postgres database, but you can set up locally as well your Postgres database. So it's up to you how you want to do it. So yeah, let's just wait. I mean, the initialization of project does take a bit of time. In the meantime, what we can do is we can go to this. I think it has not created that .env file which we are looking for. So here you can see it is asking for what database will your application use. So I can just use PostgreSQL and I'll click on enter. And would you like to run default? I mean, we can run it, but it will fail because my database is hosted on Postgres. But any which ways I'll just select yes and it will fail. So here you can see it has failed. Anyways, that's not really a big deal. And here I'll just click on yes because I want to do npm installation for our front end as well. So yeah, that will take a bit of time, but here let it do its thing. In the meantime, here you can see this is our .env file being generated. Now here we need to do few things. So firstly, if you see the DB connection, it is PG-SQL, which is correct. Now here I can't use this particular DB host, so I'll just remove this. We'll come back to this in a bit. This database, this is not my name, this is not my username. So for NeonDB I can just click on this connect option, and this is very important. If you are like me using NeonDB, we can't use this connection pooling because somehow it does not work with Laravel. So I will just disable this, and then I can just copy this particular thing, host. I'll just copy this and I'll paste it over here. And then we require this database. Okay, I'll just copy this entire snippet only. I'll paste it inside a new thing, and here I'll just copy this. Don't use my credentials, it will not work for you because I will be deleting them by the time you watch this video. Then this is the username, I'll just paste it over here, and this is the password which I will paste it over here as well. Okay, I'll command S to save. I'll just remove this. Okay, so here we have successfully connected with Postgres database. If you want, you can check it again, but we'll check it at the very end. Then I can just cd to my app. Okay, so here you can see npm installation has also been done. I'll just clear everything out. Once that is done, I can just run this command, php artisan make model, and here I'll just create one model named ninja dash mfs. Okay, so it has created this. Now we need to go to database migrations, and we need to go to the last file. Okay, and over here we need to add some fields. So here you can see AI is smart enough to give me some fields. So I don't want this weapon field, I will be using this integer, and the name of this will be skill. Okay, and here last one would be of text bio. Okay, so I'll just remove this, refactor this. So yeah, something like this. I'll do command S to save it. Then we can just do php artisan migrate. So php artisan migrate, this should create a table inside our Postgres database as well. So in case if the connection is improper, it will fail for you. So here you can see it is generating the migration table. So it might take a bit of time because it needs to connect to the internet to create this table for me. But if it is hosted locally for you, it should be pretty quick. In case if you get any error, that means you have messed up the connection, so you need to check the connection again. In the meantime, So I think this user, cache and jobs tables are present by default, and here you can see it has created the ninja table for us. Now what I can do is I can just close this and I can go to these tables, and here we should be able to see our tables. So here you can see I'm able to see this ninja table. The other tables are created by Laravel itself by default, so I'm not going into that. Okay, then we need to go to app models ninja.php, and here we need to add that protected dollar fillable. So thank god he has suggested it for me, so I'll just do that. Name, skill and bio. Okay, then we need to create a controller as well, so I can just do php artisan make colon controller, and I can name it as ninja controller. Okay, I'll just run this. So it has created the controller for me. Then I can now what we need to do is we need to go to routes web.php, and here we need to write all the routes for our ninja. So I'll quickly write those routes and then I'll come back and explain it to you. So I have written down all the routes. So firstly you will have to import your ninja controller. Next you have to write this route colon get slash ninjas, so it will help you to return all the ninjas which are available inside the index page. Then this is how you create a ninja. This is for fetching a particular ninja. This is for posting data to the ninjas table. This is for deleting a ninja. This is for getting a ninja for a specific id, and then we can edit it accordingly. Okay, and then we need to go to this for going to a particular ninja id. To update it we can use this particular thing as well. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Then we need to go to app http controllers, just a second, app http, and here we need to go to ninja controllers. Again here we'll need to write some code, so I'll quickly write those code and come back explain it to you. So I have written the code for ninja controller as well. Again here we are importing ninja model. Then here is the index page which we are referring in from web.php. So it returns a view ninjas.index, and these are all the ninjas which we are returning. Then for show we try to find a ninja by its id, and if we get a ninja we just pass that particular ninja. This is for creating a ninja. This is for storing a ninja. So we have also added some validations over here as well before we actually create it. Then this is for destroying a ninja, so this is how we destroy it. This is for editing a ninja, and this is for updating a ninja as well, and then we just redirect it to ninjas.show page. Okay, yeah, so that's it from the ninja controller class. Then we need to create few files, so like blade.php to write our html code. So I think we need to write it over here inside resources views, and here we need to create few files. So first let me just quickly create those files. So first one is create.blade.php. I'll just copy this. Okay, this is the first file. Then the second file is show.blade.php. Okay, and this is the third file, which is index.blade.php, and the last file is edit.blade.php. So I'll just replace this with edit.blade.php. So these are the four php files, and we need to copy some css as well. So inside css, so here I'll just quickly write the code for all these files, come back and explain it to you. It's pretty simple. I have written down all the code. So first in create.blade.php I have first written the html syntax, and this is very important. Make sure you add this @with resources/css app.css, so it is referencing the css file. Then here I have just created one header for creating and getting all the ninjas. Then here I have created a main class which has a form of action ninjas.store, and its method is of type post, and here we have created this csrf token as well. Then here I have created an h2 create ninja. This is the label for ninja name. So here we are taking the name, here we are taking the skill, here we are taking the bio, and click of submit. Automatically this form action will get called. Okay, then we need to go to edit.blade.php. So again, here I have just taken this HTML code, default code, and again we are referencing the CSS file, again the same header, and here we have created a form which takes a ninja, and whatever value we get, we first display it inside that particular input text field. And in case if the user changes the value, again here we have added the CSRF as well as method of type post, and if the user changes the value, again on the click of submit, we just pass the updated values to this ninja update function. Then we have this index.blade.php. again I'm using this HTML syntax, and here we are referencing @wheat. Here I have created this header as well, and here I have created this main class container. Here again I'm just looping over all the ninjas, and here we have this div class card highlight, and here is our anchor tag as well, and we on the based on that particular anchor tag, we just get the particular ninjas as well, whatever the user has clicked on. Okay, and here if you see, we are looping over all the ninjas to display the ninja details. Then here we have this show.blade.php. again simple HTML syntax. Here we are referencing the CSS for it. Here is the header tag for it as well, and then we just create a main class of container. Here we are just displaying the ninja name. Then here we have the skill, the about me, as well as the ninja bio, and here we have the anchor tag as well for it, for editing the ninja, and here we have the form action for deleting that particular ninja as well. So yeah, this is how we do it. Then you need to go to app.css, and here I have just added some CSS. Yeah, I'll simply scroll through this. Yeah, feel free to copy it or change it however you feel like. So I have added it from over here from the body tag. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Then what we need to do is we just need to run php artisan serve, php artisan serve. So it should start our application on localhost 8000. So let's just open it. There is one small mistake which I did, was all these files should be present inside the ninjas folder. So I'll quickly create one ninjas folder inside our views folder, and then I can just copy paste all these files inside our ninjas folder as well. Okay, then let's just come back over here and refresh. So here you can see I was getting this error. That's how I came to know that I forgot the ninjas folder. So you just have to go to localhost. Okay, we also need to start our npm server as well. So I will just run npm run dev to start our wheat server. That's why the css is not working. So again I'll refresh. Hopefully it should work this time now. Like, this is really weird in Laravel, which I don't really understand. I just used to feel that running PHP artisan should start our front end server as well, but maybe not. So here I'll just click on create ninja, and here I'll just give it some ninja name. So first, here I'll just one, and here I'll just type some biography. I'll click on create ninja. So it should create a ninja for us. Okay, so here you can see I can view the details as well if I want, and here if I want to edit the ninja, I can click on edit ninja. Okay, and here instead of first, I can just change it to second, and I'll click on update ninja again. And here you can see it has been updated. If I go back to all ninjas, it should show second as well. Here you can see, then again if I click on view details, I can click on delete ninja as well, and that ninja should get deleted as well. So anytime now, I think the database connection is taking a bit of time. I can just create one more ninja just to show it to you. Okay, so I'll give it some random name. I'll name it as 5, and here also I'll give it some random thing. I'll click on create ninja, and we should see this particular entry inside our neondb database as well. So let's just wait for it to get created. Okay, so if I just go to neon database, if I just refresh this, ninja stable, we should see that entry. So here you can see this is the name which we created. So hopefully you got the point. That's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.